Hare Krishna. So I'm back. The sun is going down a little now. Therefore I have some time before the mosquitoes come out to bite me. We were up to text 12. So we'll pay our respectful obeisances and read from text 12 onwards. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So we were reading from Canto 2, Chapter 4. The chapter was entitled The Process of Creation. And we reached Chapter 12. Wherein Sukadeva Goswami was asked to speak about how does one understand the universe in relation to the Lord. And here we're going to hear the process of creation. So I have a new problem. The computer is about to run out of battery, so then I can't read anymore. Let's try as much as we can. We have the helicopters flying above here. Text 12. Sukadeva Goswami said, "Let me offer my respectful obeisances unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who, for the creation of the material world, accepts the three modes of nature. He is the complete whole, residing within every body, in the body of everyone, residing within the body of everyone, and his ways are inconceivable." So to explain the process of creation, we're going to have a unique way given by Sukadeva Goswami, which is explaining the creation through prayer. So each text you're going to hear from now till the end of the chapter is going to be Sukadeva Goswami offering his respectful obeisances unto the Lord. So this is in the same refrain as Lord Brahma did in the beginning of creation, and Lord Shiva did when he gave the prayer to the Prachetas. And the Prachetas, of course, had to carry out something similar to Lord Brahma. They had to give birth to a son that was so perfect that he was almost as good as Brahma. He could create all the species of life. And indeed, from Daksha's daughters and the combination of his daughters and the sages came all the species after the inundation in the Chakshusha Manvantara that we're now in, the previous devastation to that. So Sukadeva is offering his respects to the Lord, who, in order to create the material world, accepts the three modes of nature. So the three modes govern the material world. Everything. There's nothing that is outside the three modes of material nature. What is something like text 40 of chapter 18. Natadasti Pramvivyam Va Bhagavad Gita Devi Devesu Vapuna Sattvam Prakriti Jaimuktam Yadabihi Syat Tribhiya Gunai. There is no being existing either here or among the demigods in the higher planetary systems which is freed from these three modes born of material nature. Yeah. So everybody is limited by the modes of nature, and Lord Brahma, of course, is the best of us, and the sages follow in Brahma's footsteps because he's the Brahman. You have Brahman and then you have Brahma. So Brahma is the personification of Brahman in the material world. So in other words, the word can be called saintly. So this quality of being a saint is called a Brahmana. Do you get it? The whole thing is coming from here. He's the highest in the modes. Text 13. And the Lord, of course, is transcendental to those modes. He's beyond the modes. Therefore, no one can actually know him from within the modes. That was said in the previous verse of speculating within the modes of nature. And Daksha Maharaj in the Hamskuya prayers explain that nicely. Text 13, I again offer my respectful obeisances unto the form of complete existence and transcendence. To the form of transcendence, that's the Lord, who is the liberator of the pious devotees from all distresses and the destroyer of the further advances in atheistic temperament of the non-devotee demons. Excuse me, I actually, when I had that little break, I went out and got a drink, and now there's some wind, of course, from the drink. For the transcendentalists who are situated in the topmost spiritual perfection, he grants their specific destinations. So this is a perfectly equipoised, balanced Lord. Those who worship me, who come to me, I reward them accordingly. Deva Deva Joyanti, those who worship the demigods go to the planet of the demigods, those who worship ghosts and spirits go to those planets, those who worship me always live with me, come to my abode. So he's a liberator. When the pious people are distressed, pious means godly, then he helps to liberate them via the Vedic knowledge, via the personification, the spiritual master, etc. Every one of these beings, like us, we're aspiring. We're all trying to help people and represent the Lord. Therefore, all the people who are giving knowledge of the Lord are actually assisting the Lord, And he's a destroyer of the further advances of the atheistic temperament of the non-devotee demons. So here we don't only have to look at other people and say, he's a demon, he's a non-devotee. We can look at ourselves. And this nicely put here by Sukadev, the atheistic temperament. So you might have that mood within you, and that's destroyed. And that can be destroyed by knowledge. That can be destroyed by the Lord's mercy, taking something away. If I specially favor someone, I take away things from him. I withdraw his material opulence or power or whatever. And then the Lord kindly says, however, when that person befriends my devotees, then I give him everything. So what's that idea? I explained that in the introduction, or I meant to, I hope I did. It really means when one becomes a representative of the Lord, when one befriends his devotees. So to be on that friendly level, to be on that same par where you're friends. There's different levels where you give your mercy to someone, or you give your respect to those higher, respect and service, and those on an equal level you befriend them, shall we say. So to have that, then you have to befriend his devotees. You have to be on that level of giving the mercy. And for those who are transcendentalists, those who want to be beyond this material nature, then he awards their specific goal in which they worship the Lord. How you have an Istadev, how you dream or hope to be with the Lord, then the Lord will manifest in that way and grant your greatest wish. Text 14, let me offer, so the Lord's great, that's the whole point of it. Text 14, let me offer my respectful obeisances unto him. So don't forget this beginning, respectful obeisances. We're being taught here that the Lord is great and we are small, we are Anu. We are to always offer respects and obeisances and worship and prayer and service. We offer ourselves, we offer our life. I offer obeisances unto him who is the associate of the members of the Yadu dynasty and who is always a problem for the non-devotee demons. So here we're hearing something that is topical at that time. So you've got Sukadev Goswami, who is at the end of the Dwapara Yuga, received this transcendental knowledge. So he was around at Krishna's time, and so was Vyasadeva and Narad. They were all, in there. The sages, they were all visiting the Lord at every chance they got, basically. And Maharaj Pariksit, of course, was the son of the Pandavas, the nephew, of the Pandavas. I didn't mean that. Uttara was his mother. So Abhimanyu was the father, I think. I hope. I don't know for certain. But the point here is that these things are nice for Maharaj Pariksit to hear at this time. He was a member of the Yadu dynasty. You know, you've got Yadu, Kuru, all the different members, and Yadu was the very one of the elder, very religious person, shall we say. And it was always a problem for the non-devotees. He is the supreme enjoyer of both the material and spiritual worlds. Yet, he enjoys his own abode in the spiritual sky. There is no one equal to him because his transcendental opulence is immeasurable. Text 15, let me offer my respectful obeisances unto the all-auspicious Lord Sri Krishna, about whom glorification, remembrances, audience, prayers, hearing, and worship can at once cleanse the effects of all sins of the performer. That is a very nice verse to meditate on. So let me read it, and you can try at a different point in time just to meditate on this. Let me offer respectful obeisances unto the Lord, the all-auspicious Lord Sri Krishna, about whom glorification, remembrances, audience, prayers, hearing, and worship can at once cleanse the effects of all the sins of the performer. It's a very nice verse. All you have to do is remember the Lord. Always remember the Lord, never forget the Lord. Anaskulyasya sankalpaha. Text. Anukulyasya sankalpaha. Text 16. Let me offer my respectful obeisances again and again until the all-auspicious Lord Sri Krishna, the highly intellectual, simply by surrendering unto his lotus feet, are relieved of all attachments to present and future existences, and without difficulty progress towards spiritual existence. So the word is highly intellectual. If you want to be known as an intelligent person, Lord Brahma is the highest. So he is fixed on the Lord. Lord Brahma scrutinizingly studied the Vedas and ascertained that attraction for the Lord and devotional service was the highest of all things that he could find within the Vedas, the highest thing, the most worthy thing in the world. So to be highly intellectual means that you surrender your life to the Lord, you give everything, and you ask nothing in return, but you want to be a friend of the Lord, you want to be a lover of the Lord in the higher realms. These are in the parts that come later. First, you'll offer your service, you'll offer your friendship. You know, the Lord says, Manvana Bhava Mad Bhakto, you know this? Just offer your friendship unto me, become my devotee. Mad Bhaktaha. This is the point of what we have to do. And then the Lord will, of course, give us our supreme destination. The highly intellectual, simply by surrendering unto his lotus feet, are relieved of all attachments to present and future existences, and without difficulty progress towards spiritual existence. This is a nice line, especially from Maharaj Pariksit, who's on the verge of death and who's given up all religious practices and all fruitive activities. And it's also the same question that was given a full explanation in chapter 1 of Canto 2 about what a person should do at the time of death. Simply focus on the Lord, concentrate on pranayam, asana, go to a secluded place, think of the Lord in the Virat Rup form, do what you can to think of the Lord, serve the Lord, meditate on the Lord's pastimes through Brahman or the knowledge Jnana Yoga. Have the meditation of the Lord as a super soul. Just think about the Lord. And just by surrendering unto Him, you will be relieved of these material attachments, these likes and dislikes, and then you'll be able to forego all of the different existences in your future, and you'll go back home. Text 17, let me offer my respectful obeisances. I apologize for the helicopters going over. They're trying to clean up the oil leak of the boats some days back. Text 17, let me offer my respectful obeisances unto the all-auspicious Lord Sri Krishna, again and again, because the great learned sages, the great performers of charity, the great workers of distinction, the great philosophers and mystics, the great chanters of the Vedic hymns, and the great followers of Vedic principles cannot achieve any fruitful result without dedication of such qualities unto the service of the Lord. To the service of the Lord. So no matter how great a person is in all these different areas, they are only known as great, and they can only achieve the perfection of their greatness when they offer that to the Lord. And similarly, we must offer all of our knowledge to the Lord within devotional service. Whatever yad karoshi yad dadashi yad karoshi yad dadashi yad dudashi yat, this verse from the Bhagavad Gita. Please excuse me, I don't study Sanskrit, and I don't ever try and speak about Sanskrit slokas, so therefore you won't hear much Sanskrit from me, but you'll hear what is the English equivalent, because I'm English, so I'm hearing in English, and Srimad Bhagavatam. And of course I'm not a very learned fellow, not a very intelligent fellow. My only good fortune is that I try to hold on to the Lotus feet, my spiritual master, and the Vaishnavas, and try and study Srimad Bhagavatam and hear Srimad Bhagavatam as much as I possibly can all day, and a good portion of the night, to be honest, for a long time. And so the point is this, that whatever you do, whatever you offer, whatever you give away in charity, do that as an offering to the Lord. This will bring good fortune to everyone. Just offer your obeisances to the Lord, praise the Lord, worship the Lord, do everything you can for the Lord, and you will attain a very good destination. Now I will apologize yet again. The battery in my computer has gone, so I have to end this class here, and I will try and charge it up and come back out. If the sun is not been set by then I'll try and finish this chapter. I've actually done this chapter twice already. I've finished it completely, and the battery, the telephone shut down because of the sunlight was too hot. And the second time I did it, and then I got to halfway and checked, and it didn't record anything. So this is the third time I'm trying, and so far I've been stopped twice in this, and I'll try again. Hopefully I can finish it on this next attempt. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Om Tat Sat. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, 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 Ram.